Hey, Chandra. So we're looking at a GCP organization with a couple of folders that contain a bunch of projects. We're going to bring all those projects into pipes as connections. How's that going to happen?
Exactly. Right. So we're going to bring all of these into pipes through pipes integration. Now, let me quickly flip over to pipes. Here we have integrations. I start off with a new integration. As you can see, we have a bunch of integrations now. We'll pick the GCP one, go to next, and I'm going to drop a service account key file here.
Okay. And this key
Uh,
file is permitted to see a subset of the organization, I think.
Exactly. So yes, so whatever we see here is what the key file has access to. So we've got the credentials plotted. Let's just do a test of that. So it's found the folders and the connections within them. And then I'm going to just go to next. We are going to import a bunch of folders and projects. You can choose which workspaces in your org will have access to those on this screen. You could choose all workspaces, or you could specify which workspaces have permissions, or you could also go with no permissions for now.
Okay. So no permissions would be decide later or in case of future workspaces, things like that.
Right, that's true. Yeah.
Okay.
So for the purpose of the demo, we'll just go with all workspaces and create an integration. So it's going to start the syncing process where it's going to find your folders and the projects within them. And then it's going to bring them all. As you can see, it's already started doing that. So it's done bringing all those folders and projects in. And as you can take a look, it has 3 folders and 3 projects at the top. And as you can see, those correspond to this. So what it has done is it's not only just imported it, but it's imported the structure as well so that it's easier for you to compare. So
And
all
that will
3
stay in
projects.
sync if the structure changes.
True that. So any modification, any updates that you make to your GCP project to those folders is going to get reflected here pretty soon, and it's going to keep that in sync. Now that you've got all your folders and your projects in as connections, you would want to query them, right? So what we're going to do is head over to the workspace and going to have a look at the connections. And you can see that whatever you imported is now available on your workspace.
Okay. So hang on, I see a new thing here, add to schema. What's that about?
Exactly. So now the folders and connections are available to your workspace, but that doesn't mean that you can query them right off the bat because we have not added all of these to your schema because it's quite a lot. So we leave the decision of adding the folders or the connections to the schema to the workspace owners and operators because that gives them fine-grained control over which folders and which connections they want to add to the schema, right? Let's take a look at one of these folders, which has, let's say, 15 connections, right? And what we can do is we can just add that to the schema. And what this is going to do is it's going to add all of these connections to your workspace schema. But in
But
addition
that's
to
not
that,
all. We get an aggregator too, right?
exactly. So it also creates an all GCP aggregator because it's figured that you have a bunch of GCP connections on your schema now. So it creates this all aggregator, which helps you query all of them at once. So it just makes your life simpler. All right, now I'm going to head over to the query tab. And as you can see, we have all the GCP connections that we added along with that all GCP
Mhm.
aggregator. We could query a single connection.
Yeah,
So I'm
maybe
going to
a
say,
GCP storage bucket. How about that?
yeah, let's try that. So this is a single connection. And let's try the same thing for the aggregator. And here we go.
And there it is. Let's think about how you do this without this integration, by hand, adding connections and aggregators. It'd be insane, right?
Right. In this case, at least, it would be almost impossible to do that manually. So at best, you would probably write a Terraform script to import all of these things. But even then, with pipes integration, you get the added benefit of keeping these two in sync so that any change that you make on GCP console is going to reflect all the way into your pipes account. And it just makes life easier for you.
Got it. This is outstanding. People are going to love it. Thank you, Chandra.
Thanks a lot, John.
Thanks for watching. If your organization could benefit from Turbot pipes, get started today with a free developer account at turbot.com/pipes. See the video description for links and details.